Yes, respected dear friends, one more day, let us sit together with same patience, same shraddha, same inquisitiveness, same zeal and zest to just know how our gurus or the God is guiding us through the Shastra with all the busy schedules or weaknesses or habits. Every one of them try to obstruct our this path of spirituality. In spite of all those forces, we have to be committed. Only then we will be able to learn, practice, and evolve. For that only we are born as human and we are giving all the abilities, facilities, etc. Never ever there should be any ambiguity in this regard. Before we take up our four activities, Sankalpa, having welcomed you, having extended wishes to you, gratitudes to you, that because of you, the study of Gita continuously happening from last around 460 days. Good that you are there. You all know in every of the class, not one, two, three, four, five things we are doing. Introductory common sense thought, regular shlokas, Parayanam, Vedic chanting, Gita Adhayanam, which is the most important one. Then Stotra Adhayanam, nowadays, though, we are doing nothing less than Sri Valmiki Ramayanam and Rama Gunagana, we are seeing it. So beautiful. Then my appreciations, encouragements to you, wishes and prayers that you are so sincere, serious to be regular, grasp, help yourself. Tomorrow I will not be there. And nobody will be there. You are there, your life is there. The knowledge gained by you, if you are regular and learning, is there, helping you, guiding you, protecting you, saving you, inspiring you, empowering you, so that you perform and achieve. And while doing so, you become a productive, useful asset to the world around also. Always be in this type of noble vichara, noble thinkings to avoid any of the ignoble ideas or plans which the mind generally projects. Okay. So before we start all of those things, today's 2 3 minutes common sense thought is this. Key in life. One is we can live very superficially. Two, we can live very deeply also. You know, in depth. We should have the common sense to know in which things we have to be lighter and in which things we have to be deeper. The lighter things taken deeply, the deeply should be taken things taken lightly. In both ways, we are the losers. What should we take lighter is all those things that come to us outside, from outside, either because of your work done as a result or your own prarabdha brings. The loves, the respects, the hatreds, the the insults, the humiliations, even sometimes of losses, etc. देखो थोड़ा सा, try to avoid. You can't just take it lighter. If you take them seriously, they will spoil the entire inner mind personality. Then we just enter into a state of depressions, state of miseries, state of guilt, all of that. Then the divinity in us, the great performer achiever in us, is killed, is suppressed, is not allowed to express. Many of us take it so serious in today's Kali Yuga. At the ego level, we live 24 hours. Therefore, small little things which are to be just neglected take so seriously, so deeply, that we get wounded inside and we feel to wound others also in that way. Terrible it is. For one small discussion or word or argument, father and son never talk for 10 years. Brother, totally divided only. Houses are divided, sold. Wife and husband take talak. What a बेवकूफ मूर्ख लोग हैं वो. Ego, stupid fellows. Even with guru, little bit guru strongly said something. Sadhana, this guru is not listening to me. So I will give up this guru. I will create another guru. And today's gurus also are like that. Smart, intelligent. How to do kushamadi of all disciple and get everything from them. दोनों एक दूसरे को धोखा देने वाले मूर्ख. Isn't it? What are you doing? With Guru also you have fighting because of your ego. Even with God. You understood what are the things to be taken very lightly. ठीक है, somebody cheated. Try to find solution. If not, okay. You can't do it anything for that. Legally if you can take some action, करो. That's all general processes, common sense. Because धर्म तो जीतना है इसलिए कोशिश कर. More than that, you can't take. What you have to take deeply is entire life. And in that life, what is done, what is achieved, and what is to be achieved, what is to be done for that. About this, we have to very deep, isn't it? Especially in life, gaining the knowledge should be a deep goal, and deeply that jnanam also, knowledge has to be gained. Because the reason of all our stupidity, called as ignorance, is very deeply rooted in us. To that deep level, that knowledge is to be taken, which is like a medicine, antidote for that disease of the ignorance, the delusions, misconceptions, wrong convictions, wrong habits. Deeply the knowledge has to be received, pondered over, and then effectively it should work to remove all this non-positive in us. So take the Guru Bhakti deeply. Take Guru's Upadesha very deeply. Do the manana of that very deeply. And that understanding deeply should go and remove the ignorance, etc. So to take Bhagavan deeply, Bhagavad Bhakti deeply, and deeply do the Bhakti sadhana, so that by His grace, the deeply hidden Maya and all, they go away. Take parents deeply. Because of them, I am alive and all. So deeply love them, respect them. Your family members. Deeply. Jitna chahiye utna. You can't be superficial with them and you can't get lost also in them. But their deep, sincere feeling. Like my classes taken to you. I have to be very deep, very concerned for you all. You are sparing the time. I have to have also the depth of Gita Jnanam, what exactly ultimately it is teaching, and who am I talking to, and what level they are to receive, what to present to them. In all those things, when as clear I am, as deeper I am, along with my this commitment. Till the last sloka of Gita, to the best of my abilities, I will talk to my dear youth. If I am deep in this thing, then I'll not have any weaknesses, excuses, which continuously attack to deviate us from this work. I won't succumb myself to them. I'll be able to genuinely, truly, lovingly with same enthusiasm every day come and contact you, talk to you. In the same way from your side. If you take Krishna deeply, Vyasa Bhagwan deeply, Gita Mata deeply, these classes also deeply, sincerely, not even one class you miss, not even one sentence of the class you miss. To that extent, the data will be given. How deeply you take that data for your contemplation and clear understanding, depending on that, the clarity. Knowledge, when it grows, it always serves you, helps you, protects you. You can see the life's orientation changing because of this deep knowledge. Then from the problem to solution, from dukkha to the sukha, from bandhana to moksha, from sufferings to the relaxation, you just see changes happening in your own life. So therefore, enough of being superficial, deep, sincere, and seriously. Not seriousness means frustrated and all. Not that way. Serious. A scientist, serious and sincere experimentation. See how sincere, serious that our ISRO scientists that they have put that our satellite Aditya L1 in that loop orbit. From here, 15 lakhs of kilometers it traveled, and in a sufficient distance in that loop which the nature made, they have put it. Then that will be rotating around, observing the sun and emissions and all those solar tufans. If they come, how do they affect the satellite system? Whatever the payloads they have, whatever the things they have planned to know. How deeply they might have thought and sincerely, seriously that it got succeeded. That even Pakistan, China are praising India. India's scientific growth, economic growth, stability, and the whole international fame. Because the government is working sincerely, seriously, deeply. Not like earlier governments. Beware, don't elect them. Who are only power mongering, money mongering, divide and rule policy. Give license to every Gotala fellow, telling that you loot the people as much you want, we don't object you, but give our share. This is how the earlier governments were permitting every cheater to cheat the whole nation and people of nation. See through all those things. All these things have to come onto surface, and you must know who is a genuine leader, patriotic person leading the country truly. उनको ही सेलेक्ट करना है जो अभी चल रहा है. गलत बंदे को सेलेक्ट करेगा पूरा देश सत्यानाश. By the way, in our life also, be like I have to be very deep and sincere, serious regarding my spiritual goal. Then only regarding all my sadhanas. Then only one sadhana part is this Gita class or other classes. Okay? Living life is different. Superficially, animals also live, especially the youth. Superficially, who eat, enjoy, and all. In that nonsense, sometimes there is a depth. In Bewakufi, Murkhata, full depth. Genuinely, they plan with the friends and all, go for all useless things. बट बेटा सब मिलकर एक ग्रुप बना के बड़ा यूट्यूब लगा के टीवी में लिसन टू स्वामी जी क्लासेस इन दैट एफर्ट देयर इज नो डेप्थ share this knowledge gained with the friends in that there is no depth at least you come regularly अब इसमें भी depth नहीं sincerity नहीं regularity नहीं what can God Guru do God and Guru alone bless us Shastra they bless us only through Jnanam that Jnanam is given only in the satsang and for that only we don't go. A doctor alone operates in the hospital, in that bed, and there you don't want to go and get operated. So, ऑपरेशन एंड परेशान पहले जो करते हैं जिसके बाद में परेशानी नहीं होगा उसको ऑपरेशन कहते हैं नहीं किया तो दिन भर जिंदगी भर परेशानी दे आर द ऑपरेशन दिस इज ऑल्सो an ऑपरेशन इन योर ओन माइंड इंटेलेक्ट टू योर माइंड इंटेलेक्ट रिमूविंग ऑल द अनवांटेड ब्लॉक्स intellectual psychological blocks removal is done and the flow of knowledge flow of life with regard to what is to be done is systematically done for that only this Gita class operation GCO Gita class operation Gita class or Lord Krishna operation. Krishna, Gurudev says, Krishna cure for Arjuna disease. Be sincere, deep, don't be superficial in these things. Genuine. So too serious, sincere towards your parents, towards your family, wife, husband, children. Deep रहो. Don't be superficial and careless. Enjoy. जितना deep जाओगे तुम उतना perfectly जियोगे. जितना perfect जियोगे उतना happy होगे. You are happy, others. इतना superficial उतना carelessness बढ़ेगा. The more careless, more chance of doing wrong. Sufferings are more. So today's thought is how deep we are in our important things of life and what are to be lightly taken. I already told you. The miseries, the sufferings, the humiliation. ठीक है, as a human being, they come to cleanse us, to strengthen us, to test us. That's it. उसको उतना ही ले लो. उसमें कुछ सीखना है तो फिर that should be deeply done. Clear? This is where we stop today. Now we do our 4 things. One is done. Sankalpa and then chanting of Guru Stotra, Guru Shloka, then Taittiriya Brahmanakam, Geetha, and also our Sri Ramji's qualities. Let us start one by one. Om Shave Shomane Muhurte Asyam Shubhatitam Bhat Samasta Durdakshe Dwara Sri Parameshwara Prityartham Sri Parabrahmana Shrutimadu Samasta Brahma Bhakti Yoga Dharma Vidya Acharyanam Krupa Kataksha Anugraha Siddhi Dwara Upanishadukta Brahmatmaikya Bodha पुराणे इतिहासोक्त भगवत भागवत ऋषिमन गुरुदेवता दर्शन अनुग्रह सद्गुण साधना प्राप्ति सनातन धर्म से विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व अध्यात्मिक प्रगति विश्व शांति कल्याणे गतास्मिन् धर्म संस्थापन कार्ये निश्चितानां सर्वेषां पूर्णायुरारोग्य ऐश्वर्य क्षेम स्थैर्यादि प्राप्ति द्वारा बाह्य अभ्यंतर शत्रु विघ्न निर्मूलन द्वारा धर्म संस्थापन कार्ये दिग्विजयार्थम अस्मिन् कक्षायाम् आगतानां सर्वेषां युवानां पूर्णायुरारोग्यैश्वर्य क्षेमस्थैर्य धैर्य वीर्य विजयादि प्राप्ति तेषां संकल्पित सत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयः तेषां हृदये धर्मदेश भगवद्गुरु माता पितृ सेवा भक्ति द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थं प्रार्थना श्लोकानां पारायणं तैत्तिरीय ब्राह्मण पारायणं वेदमन्त्र गीता त्रयोदशोऽध्यायस्य पारायणम् अध्ययनं श्रीरामचंद्र स्वामिनः सद्गुण रामचरित्र वाल्मीकि रामायण बालकांड प्रथम सर्ग पारायण अध्ययनान् वयं सर्वे साधनार्थं सिद्ध्यर्थं मोक्षार्थं जीवन साफल्यार्थं करिष्यामहे. डन. संकल्प. फर्स्ट वन. ओम 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 सहनावतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै. ओम शांति शांति शांति. ओम गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. Done. Now do the Veda mantra ucharana. Prathamashtaka Dvitiya Prapadakaha from the mantra 31 onwards up to let us do 40. नहीं 35 तक करेंगे हम. Start. ओम अथ श्री कृष्ण यजुर्वेदीय तैत्तिरीय ब्राह्मणं प्रथमाष्टकं द्वितीय प्रपाठकः. Narayana, save me from all these disturbances in your own interest. Yeah. Om. Start. Om atigrahyaah parasamasu imane vaitairlokan santanvanti mithuna ete graha gruhyante atigrahyaah parasamasu मिथुनमेव तैर्यजमाना अवरुन्धते बृहत् पृष्ठं भवति बृहद्वै सुवर्गो लोकः बृहतैव सुवर्गं लोकं यन्ति त्रयस्त्रिगंशि नाम साम माध्यं दिने पवमाने भवति त्रयस्त्रिगं षद्वै देवताः देवता एवावरुन्धे एवा इतः पराञ्चग्गं संवत्सरमुपयन्ते न हैनन्ते स्वस्ति समश्चुवते अत ये मुतोर्वाञ्चमुपयन्ते ते हैनग्गः स्वस्ति समश्चुवते एतद्वा अमुतोर्वाञ्चमुपयन्ति यदेवं यो ह खलु वाव प्रजापतिः स वैवेन्द्रः तदु देवेभ्यो नयन्ति कार्या विराट् गृह्यन्ते पवमाने भवतीन्द्र एकञ्च सन्ततिर्वा एते ग्रहाः यत्परः सामानः विशुवान् दिवा कीर्त्यं यथा शालायै पक्षसि एवगं संवत्सरस्य वक्षसि यदेतेन गृह्येरन् विशोची संवत्सरस्य वक्षसि व्यवस्रगं सेयूचेयाताम् आर्तिमार्च्छेयुः यदेते गृह्यन्ते यथा शालायै पक्षसि मध्यमं वगंशमभिसमायच्छति एवगं संवत्सरस्य वक्षसि दिवा कीर्त्यमभि सन्तन्वन्ति नार्तिमार्च्छन्ति एकविगंशमहर्भवति शुक्राग्राग्रहा गृह्यन्ते प्रत्युत्तब्ध्यै प्रत्युत्तब्ध्यै स यत्त्वाय सौर्य एतदः पशुरालभ्यते सौर्योऽतिग्राह्यो गृह्यते अहरेव रूपेण समर्थयन्ते अतो अह्न एवैष बलिर्द्रियते सप्तैतदहरतिग्राह्या गृह्यन्ते सप्त वै शीर्षण्याः प्राणाः आसावादित्यः शिरः प्रजानां शीर्षन्नेव प्रजानां प्राणान् ददाति तस्मात् सप्तशीर्षन् प्राणाः इन्द्रो वृत्रगं हत्वा असुरान् पराभाव्य स इमान् लोकान् अभ्यजयत् तस्यासौ लोको न विजित् आसीत् तं विश्वकर्मा भूताभ्यजयत् यद्वैश्वकर्मणो गृह्यते ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. That's how, friends, we have done the introduction, the first chanting, the second chanting. Now let us do our most important thing, which we are doing every day, Srimad Bhagavad Gita Adhyayanam. We are into the verse number 25th and 26th. In these two shlokas, Bhagavan tells us the four sadhanas which can be done to experience that Gneya as me, to experience that KSHETRAGNA as me, to experience that Purusha as me, so that from the Kshetra, from the Prakriti, we are no more affected for our own suffering. When we get affected by them and suffer, we are called Jiva, technically the suffering person. In Shastra language called as Samsari. The one who no more suffers is in his own state of bliss and happiness. He is called as Mukta Jnani. And the technical words don't get lost because of words. You understand the meaning of them, then you know they are very relevant to every one of us all the time. Okay. So the four sadhanas, first, second, third we have seen. फोर नहीं पांच कहो. पांच में पहले इस श्लोक में चार बताए. Among those four, first three we try to see as a bird's eye view, to study them deeply, exhaustively. Again, the ball is in your court. If you can spend time and listen to our other talks in which these things are exhaustively discussed, or find your own suitable teacher. From him you learn. Whatever the way, whole life is yours, opportunities are there, interest is yours, effort is yours, learning is yours in detail, and practice and reaching out. But the Gneya Vastu has to be experienced. Kshetragna has to be experienced. Purusha has to be experienced as free from the Kshetra and Prakriti, untouched by, untainted by, uncontaminated by, unpolluted by, uninfluenced by them. then that is moksha. Beautiful. And these understandings are started to be given to you. It's not an end. They have to be told by me or any such your acharyas, gurus, hundreds of times. You have to listen them hundreds of times. You have to contemplate. Then only slowly the thing starts sinking in. Then you have to do your own contemplation, grasp, understand, digest it. Then you practice it. You will be naturally a seeker, naturally a person of liberation. There's no bondage, even lighter also felt. Like, for example, from a pure Vedantic standpoint, when I discover that I am the individual, not the body, the subtle individual, I know it. A body is given to me. What to do with that, I know. It will be taken away from me one day. That also. When I thoroughly know, then will this body be a problem to me? Like, I'm a government servant, I'm given a car for the work of the government. I keep on doing. I know when I'm retired, the car is taken. Isn't it? The what? I know how to use it. What for? Use kya problem? Same way, the human life, the relation, the friends, they all are in my life to cater to my spiritual evolution and clearing all the accounts. When I know very clearly, where will I do anything wrong? Where will I suffer for anything? Where will I get lost or attached or bound? Free bird, isn't it? Every day we do that. Like I am doing this class. Before the class, I was busy in my other work. After the class, something else I will do. But now I am bound to you. Bound in the sense, I am responsible to you. I am doing this duty joyfully. So before it, I was somewhere else, no bondage. After this, somewhere else, there will be no problems. Here I am doing my work, there is no bondage, no problem. Every moment for a wise person, life is lived joyfully because the wisdom. Wisdom is I am Purusha, I am Kshetragna. I have nothing to do with Prakriti. I need not be in the Prakriti and suffer the Prakriti Guna. Purusha Prakristha Prakritijan Gunan Bhukte Karanam Guna Sangaha Sadasadyoni Janma. So I am detached from all that. Not one day. Keep on doing, slowly. Achieving, mastering happens. First you have to start achieving it. Then you start mastering. Like bike riding. First you achieve, then you master it. Car riding. You have achieved how to put gear, everything. Master it. ठीक है नहीं? You join an office company, you achieve that job. Karte karte you master it. Spirituality also. Clear? Now let us do the chanting of this. 24 mantra 2 बार, 25 mantra 4 बार, and let us see the meaning. Om Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Geetha Sharanam Mama, Shri Vyasa Sharanam Mama, Shri Sadguru Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama. Om Shri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Atha त्रयोदशोऽध्यायः क्षेत्रक्षेत्रज्ञविभागयोगः पञ्चविंशतिषड्विंशतितमः श्लोकौ श्रीभगवानुवाच ध्यानेनात्मनि पश्यन्ति केचिदात्मानमात्मना अन्ये साङ्ख्येन योगेन कर्मयोगेन चापरे अगेन ध्यानेनात्मनि पश्यन्ति केचिदात्मानमात्मना अन्ये साङ्ख्येन योगेन कर्मयोगेन चापरे. Now 26th shloka. Together 4 times. अन्ये त्वेवमजानन्तः अन्ये त्वेवमजानन्तः अन्ये त्वेवमजानन्तः अन्ये त्वेवमजानन्तः श्रुत्वान्येभ्य उपासते श्रुत्वान्येभ्य उपासते श्रुत्वान्येभ्य उपासते श्रुत्वान्येभ्य उपासते तेऽपि चातितरन्त्येव तेऽपि चातितरन्त्येव तेऽपि चातितरन्त्येव मृत्युं श्रुतिपरायणाः मृत्युं श्रुतिपरायणाः मृत्युं श्रुतिपरायणाः मृत्युं श्रुतिपरायणाः ट्वैस् श्रीभगवानुवाच अन्ये त्वेवमजानन्तः श्रुत्वान्येभ्य उपासते तेऽपि चातितरन्त्येव मृत्युं श्रुतिपरायणाः अगेन् श्रीभगवानुवाच अन्ये त्वेवमजानन्तः श्रुत्वान्येभ्य उपासते तेऽपि चातितरन्त्येव मृत्युं श्रुतिपरायणाः. So friends, in this chapter 13, Kshetra Vibhaga Yoga, what is Kshetra, what is Kshetragna told. Jnanam, Gneyam told. Prakriti, Purusha told. What is the life to be done is, lived for is, get identified with the Kshetragna, Purusha and third one is what? Gneya Vastu. What is that Gneya? All of that has been told. Now when it is said, ki ya evam veti purusham prakritim cha gunai saha sarvata vartamanopi nasabhuyo vijayate. Means the one who this way knows Purusha and his position and identifies with him, knows Prakriti and its position and keeps himself away from that Prakriti, never gets entangled, attached and influenced. Sarvata vartamanam. He is everywhere there. Nasabhuyo vijayate, but not bound by them to create the karma phala, which leads to again and again born in a conditioned place to suffer. Such a beautiful result, which is called moksha actually. You are in your own self, not bound by anything around. Such a beautiful result when it is promised. Obviously, an intelligent person says, then how to discover, recognize, identify with this Purusha, Kshetragna, Jnana, then Gneya, Gneya Paramatma. Naturally, when that question comes, the gurus have to answer, Shastra has to answer. They have to tell us when they indicate something to be great to achieve. How to achieve also they must say. कोई चीज़ बहुत बढ़िया है बताते हो तो उसको कैसे पाना है तो नहीं बताया तो योर नॉलेज इज अधूरा. अगर यू से कि ये बहुत बढ़िया चीज़ है लेकिन आई डोंट नो हाउ टू अचीव इट और देयर इज नो सच थिंग व्हाट आर यू टॉकिंग. Our shastras are not like the gurus. They are experiencing it, therefore they know it's there and they know how to achieve it. They told us. Yesterday, day before, two things we have studied, three in fact. What is the first sadhana for reaching that Gneya Paramatma? Remember, he is there in us, in our own heart. Atma means self. How can you search the self in the not self? Common sense. He should be in me only. Okay. So, beautifully, tongue twistingly, first sadhana is told. Dhyanenatmani pashyanti kechidatmanam ध्यानेनात्मन पश्यन्ति केचित् आत्मानम् आत्मना. तो केचित् आत्मानम् आत्मना ध्यानेन पश्यन्ति आत्मनि. So we told yesterday, in the core of our inner deep heart, very subtle most self, which is said as Gneya and explained in detail, is to be found to begin with. Once you find him, he alone is found everywhere. Like राइस का एक थोड़ा उबल गया देखा तो you know everything is उबल गया. Or one place atom is discovered by physicists, they know whole world is made of atoms. When you know one wave is made by water, you know all waves are water. And you know one ornament is made of gold, every ornament is by gold. And you know one pot is made of mud, all parts are nothing but mud. So too, when I discover in the core of myself, the real self, the Gneya Paramat, I know he alone everywhere. वो बात की बात. But always remember, Paramatma Prapti Upalabdhi Sthana, place of finding God, is our own heart. Then every heart. Other people we worship earlier, taking them also as mobile temple of the God, only for avoiding the wrong relation of raga dvesha with the world. In the temple also murtis, we do puja only to develop the habit of seeing the God. You understand? Habit of seeing the God. Thereafter, that habit is used to see the really existing deep God in our own hearts. All the outer sadhanas are only trainings for us, our inner sadhana. Ultimately, the God of the self has to be realized in our own self as our own self. Then only He is with us permanently, rather, we are with Him. Or else, the outer gods they come and bless and go. After they go away, again we are back to same square one with all our problems. We need a permanent God. We need protection from God, blessing from permanent, which can be permanent. I only am permanent. Therefore, the God has to be realized as myself. Actually, really, luckily, our real self is God. Therefore, in the heart, we have to realize it. So, first thing was dhyana. What is dhyana? Just diverting our attention from the outer objects, from the senses away onto the mind. From the mind away into the beginning or source of the mind. That is why the word Atman is used three times here. Atmani, Atmana, Atmanam. Goal is Atmanam. Place of discovering God as Atmani, in the self, in the Antakarana beyond. Atmanamans through contemplation. Hmm. Either you say who is the one from whom the mind is coming and going, or you say who is the knower of the mind or owner of the mind. I say my mind. Who is saying that my mind? Another thing is what? Who is the one who is become aware? Try to become aware of the awareness. This is called dhyana. And when you try to become aware of awareness, you realize yourself to be awareness. मजा आता है वो करके देखो. जिसको ढूंढ रहा हूँ मैं ही हूँ पता चल जाता. That story of 10 people. They thought the 10th fellow was lost. Everybody cried. But when the Guru came and gave Upadesh, they found that the one because of whose loss they are suffering is none but their own self. Interesting. Never lost, but only ignorance. So time always the deeper inner self, not the superficial layers. Isn't it? I'm a man. Then only I'm a husband or father or brother. But you lost as father and brother and as husband, suffering only throughout life. Forgotten that manliness gaya. The one who manly kicks the wife or the husband or the child or anybody who is troubling. Manliness is that I am there to help you, love you, serve you, not to go through the suffering because you are stupidity. You just shut up. Neither one who tries to suffers as father for every stupidity of the child. See, I'm telling you one example. How much your parents are suffering. If you have there, get lost, go and listen from Swamiji, learn all that, behave properly, live life well. Ah, in the same way. Sharira, Mana, Buddhi, identify with them, suffering. No. This is called dhyana. Okay? Atmani, inside your own deep self. Atmanam, your real self. Atmana, through contemplation, which is called dhyanam. Pashyanti kechit. Some of them follow this method to know the self. Ha! Second one we said yesterday, Anye Sankhyena. In that Sankhya Marga, Sattva Rajas Tamo Gunas in the whole world. The Sattva Guna aspect is knowledge. This will come in the next chapter. 14th will exhaustively talk about this one. प्रकृति पुरुष का पूरा डिस्कशन अगले चैप्टर में होगा. The whole chapter गुणत्रय विभाग yoga talks about it. So the knowledge aspect, whether it's of senses or mana or indriyas or buddhi, is called as sattva guna. Dynamism activity aspect is called rajoguna. Static aspect is called tamoguna. Okay. Then what is Sankhya Marga is? Who is the one who is wielding all of them, using all of them, but not touched by them? This is called as Sankhya पद्धति. तो ज्ञेय वस्तु का सर्च करने वाले ध्यानेन आत्मनि पश्यति. Through Prakriti Purusha Viveka, the ones who are trying to find the Purusha in them is called as the Sankhya Marga Vale. Yes, now we saw these two. Now third is Yogena. In Yoga Marga, Chitta, we have na Antakarna, the thoughts are there in it. Na? Through the Samadhi Abhyas, as taught in the Yoga Darshana Shastra, they quieten all the vrittis of Chitta. Okay, now what is the philosophy there? When the Chitta or the mind, intellect are freed from the thoughts along with their source, the same mind or Chitta is realized as the self. You know, when the river is made free from the waves that are coming and down, that wavelessness is called its substratum called water. When there are no vrittis in the Chitta, Chitta becomes Chitta. Chitta is the self. This is called Yoga Marga. Then they study about Chitta vrittis, how many times they are there, from what karana they come. Even to do the vritti nirodha sadhana, we have to have a first particular position of our chitta, that's called ekagra bhumi. Right now it is in kshipta moda vikshipta. Therefore, to make the chitta ekagra only, they do the ashtanga yoga. Then they do the abhyasa vairagya for the samadhi sadhanas. Samadhi levels are also 1, 2, 3, 4. When they are deeply done for continuous period from the cause level, along with the cause, called as vasanas, chitta vrittis, called as thoughts of the mind, get quieted. When all that quiet ho gaya, what is there is the pure self. It's called yoga marg. दो हो गए, तीन हो गए, ध्यानेन, सांख्येन, योगेन. Fourth one is what? Karma yogena cha apare. Others do the karma yoga. Karma yoga never directly leads to Paramatma Prapti or Moksha. Karma yoga is done for the introvertedness and Antakarana Shuddhi. With Shuddha Antakarana, Dhyana, Yoga or Sankhya. और सांख्य योगा दोनों एक भी मान सकते हैं. When the Sankhya yoga is both are one sadhana, then in that the yoga aspect of Chitta Vritti Nirodha is done and Chitta Shanti is done, Vritti Nirodha. Then the Sankhya aspect of the Atma Tattva discovery is done there. As per the Sankhya yoga, when there are thoughts plenty, the self identifies with them and lives like that. Like the wife, children, everybody is there at home, then he behaves like a father and husband. Mano log maike chale gaye. No, they are not there. So what is he? He's a man. And if some profession is there, that professional is. Oh, the chutti bhi hai mano, wo bhi nahi ho. You understand? Same way when the vrittis are not there, for the self to identify and become a jiva, self remains as self. This is Sankhya Yoga Paddhati. When you talk Sankhya Yoga as one, same is divided Sankhya and Yoga. In Sankhya, Trigunatmika Prakriti se bhinna self you discover. In Yoga, you quieten the Chitta Vrittis which are actually coming because of Trigunas only. When the attention is on that side. When the Chitta Vrittis are Niruddha, then the self is realized. Okay? Yeah? Now the fourth one is Karma Yoga. In that Karma Yoga, all the Niyata Karmas, what I am supposed to do, obligatories and duties and occasional works without any kamya karma or the desire prompted activities. When we live for a long time, which we studied third chapter exhaustively, that leads to the freedom of the heart from laziness also and also from the impurities, mainly called as either ragadvesha or kamakrodha. These two sets. When they are relatively reduced, then that chitta is fit for yoga or sankhya or dhyana. Karma yogena chapara means those are not fit for the above three because of so much of involvement in the world forced by their own inner vasanas. They, through Karma Yoga practice for some years or decades, they free their heart. Heart doesn't force them to do any Kamya Karma, any Nishinda Karma. Nitya Naimittika only they are doing. That become karma yoga when there is no phalapeksha. Therefore, imagine the mind of a person doing what is he supposed to do, not expecting anything, not having any desire prompted activity to be done. Is not his mind calm, quite like you are now in the class. You are doing this niyata karma of listening to Geetha. There is no kamya karma in your mind. There's no Nishiddha karma in your mind. Relatively, is not the mind felt that purity, that serenity, the calmness, the quietness. When life is lived for as karma yoga for a long time, this status of yours become natural. What is there now? It becomes permanent. That's called Shuddha Tavanta Karma. With that, follow yoga, follow Sankhya, follow Dhyana Paddhati. Okay? In this way, the four sadhanas are told here. Dhyanena, Sankhyena, Yogena, Karma Yogena. If the one who is not fit for all these four, is there anything? There is the other one, fifth one, that is told in the next complete sloka. What it is, let us study tomorrow only. Okay. Om Dhyanenatmani Pashyanti Kechidatmanam Anye Sankhena Yogena Karma Yogena Chapare Anye Tuyam Ajanantar. Though we have chanted today, tomorrow only we will see. Thank you. Now let us do the last thing of today. That is the study of our Valmiki Ramayanam, Balakandam, first Sarga. The whole Sarga 100 shlokas has two topics of Rama's Divya Gunas qualities, because of which he became such a hero and famous, which we have to listen, learn, practice in our lives. Later on, whole Rama Charitra will be told. One Rama Gunas, then Rama Charitra Sankshipta. These two are contained in the first Sarga, which 5 days back we started studying. In that, up to the second shloka, in that also two values we saw. So in the second mantra, six values, then third mantra, two, eight values we have seen. Three more are there, making it 11. So in the second and third mantras, 6 and 5, 11 values of Rama are told. Among them, 6 plus 2, 8 we saw. 3 we have to do now. Today that will be our job. So let me chant for you all the first three mantras. Before that, Om Apadamavahartarandatam Sarvasampadam Lokabhiramam Sri Ramam Bhuyo Bhuyo Namamyaham Sri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattulyam Ramanama Varanane Om Sri Sitaramabhyam Namaha Atha Srimad Valmiki Ramayanam Balakandam Pratama Sargaha श्रीराम संक्षिप्त चरित्र श्रीराम गुणगण वर्णनम पारायणम फर्स्ट थ्री श्लोकास ओम तव स्वाध्याय निरतम तपस्वी वाग्विदाम्बरं नारदं परिपप्रच्छ वाल्मीकिर्मुनिपुङ्गवं कोऽन्वस्मिन् साम्प्रतं लोके गुणवान् कश्च वीर्यवान् धर्मज्ञश्च कृतज्ञश्च सत्यवाक्यो दृढव्रतः चारित्रेण च को युक्तः सर्वभूतेषु को हितः विद्वान् कः समर्थश्च विद्वान् कः समर्थश्च कश्चैकप्रियदर्शनः. So 6 plus 5, 11 in these two shlokas. Among those 6 things, first one, Gunavan. Second, Viryavan. Third, Dharmagnya. Fourth, Krutagnya. Fifth, Satyavakya. Sixth, Drudhavrata. These are like doctor, lawyer, engineer. By saying he's a doctor, it's not over. He studied 11, 12 years to become doctor. Then from last 20 years he's practicing. Thousands of the patients he cured. Now in throughout life, some lakhs more he's going to cure. So much of background is there behind one word doctor. So to lawyer, so to what is the meaning of Gunavan, Viryavan? How much one has to practice all these things to master them. And such personality maintained all the time. While with that the life is conducted in which everybody's welfare, safety, service is there. There's nothing wrong from one side. Okay. Then yesterday's three values were Charitrena cha ko yuktaha. Great charitra conduct we have studied. Today's world, what's missing is this one. Everybody at the lip level talk all noble words. But when it comes to practice, the charitra is disturbed because of some or the other desires or any of the selfishnesses or ego. A good conduct person continuously. One day one is good because nobody is there to give the rishwat. That doesn't mean. Whenever you talk about charitra, it's not one day, 2 day, throughout life. In all odd and adverse situations. In that odd and adverse situation only, our charitra, our character, our conduct, our Sheila is tested. Can't say that मैं पिछले 3 दिन से रिश्वत नहीं लिया. Why? क्योंकि कोई दिया नहीं मेरे को. That's not चरित्र. Means कोई देगा तो ले लेगा वो. चारित्रेण च को युक्त. The conduct. Beautiful it is. According to the Shastras. In that charitra you should understand. With parents कैसे रहना. Brothers कैसे रहना. Patni Sita ji के साथ. 3 mothers are there to him counsel. Charitra with every one of them in what way? To respect them, revere them, or love them, or take care of them. This is a charitra. With the mantris, with the other Sena Nayakas, other Sainya, all professionals of the nation, so too with the ordinary general Praja, charitra. When whatever the demanding situations come, what is your conduct at that time? Charitra. So many ways it can be explained. Good conduct. And never difficult it is to understand because if you are a human being, you are alive. If you have buddhi, if you close your eyes and look into yourself and to think and understand, you will know what is good conduct. Every human being, worth human being called, knows what is correct conduct, whether he does it or not. Books are not required actually. Very rarely they are required. तुमको पता है ना झूठ बोलना सच बोलना दोनों में कौन सा करेक्ट कंडक्ट है whether you what you follow that's different but I'm talking about knowledge aspect. So everybody knows. So what we know when you practice we become Mahatma actually. But our devil mind doesn't and it goes on contradicting what we know by the intellect. That's why one side intellect, other side body, mind, senses. These three are very powerful because their habits, they always depend the intellect and its values and its desire, destiny, its desire and commitment of living a life with character. है ना चरित्र these three things never allow. इसलिए उनको कंट्रोल करके intellectually understanding about wanting to live a life of charitra, we have to strengthen in us, practice in us. Yesterday we saw charitrena cha ko yuktaha, then sarva bhuteshu ko hitaha. Yesterday we saw we have to be a person of having the hita in our mind of all the beings, not priya, hita. Everybody should be welfare, everybody's goodness, everybody should be good and well established. सबके हित में रहना. Hita is in everybody's welfare, well-being. So arthika rupena hita. Then you support them by giving a job, etc. In every way, when you want the hita in others, what you do, all of that doing is sarvabhuteshu hita. Here the main word is sarvabhuteshu. All beings, whether animals, birds, etc., human beings, in the human being again, without any differentiation as a friends or relatives or anybody, not even enemies. Even enemy का भी हित में करना है. That's how सर्वभूतेषु हित. भगवान सबका हित हो जाए इस जगत में. प्रार्थना है प्रयत्न. These are the 1 6 plus 2. Now, third one. In this sloka, the third one, totally 6 plus 3, ninth one is Vidwan Kaha. Just pause and listen carefully. Valmiki ji asking Naradji, who is the Vidwan? Whenever you say Vidwan, means Vidyavan. And Vidya always is there in the Vedas. Vedas have got both the knowledges. The secular knowledge of the worldly success and achievement, sacred knowledge, the spiritual achievement. And this is more crystal clearly told as the four Purusharthas. Purushartha means Purushai Arthyate. Every human being seeks these four. One is Dharma, second is Artha, third is Kama, fourth is Moksha. The Moksha Purushartha is one direction, Dharma, Artha, Kama are other. So Vidwan means the one who knows, has all knowledge, studied from the Shastra as to how to gain the Artha and how far it has to be gained and stopped. How to involve in Kamana, which Kamana, how long it is allowed. And how to do the Varnashrama Dharma Vyavahara, how long to be done, for what purpose they have to be done. These are all given in our Veda Shastra Purana. The one who knows all this is called Vidwan and practicing. This is one side. These are all secular knowledge, worldly knowledge. The sacred is the Moksha Purusha. What is the meaning of bondage? What is the meaning of the liberation? Where from the bondage is coming? How the liberation moksha is gained? What is to be done for that? What's the preparation? All this knowledge, secure, sacred, knowing is called also Vidya. So this is also given in Vedas. So through the study of Shastras, Vedas, Shruti Smriti Purana Ityasa, the one who knows how to gain Dharmartha Kama, how to gain the moksha, and among them which is ultimate to be finally sought, without any doubt who knows it, is called Vidwan. Along with, in the duties only everything comes again. Dharma Purusharth में ही बड़ा सा एक चंक आ जाता है. That's why Dharma Granthas are more than Moksha Granthas. In Mahabharata, out of 1 lakh shlokas, 35 to 40,000 shlokas are only about Dharma, Dharma, Dharma. In that Dharma, how I have to maintain myself, how I have to take care of all around people. When the situations in the world like of natural calamities, enemies attack come, what exactly to be done in the security of nation. All of that is a big thing. Okay, Nyaya Dharma, Rajaniti Dharma. Then Matru Dharma, Pitru Dharma, Putra Dharma, Raja Dharma, Shatru Dharma, Bhratru Dharma. Then all of them, the Arthika Dharma, Nyaya Dharma. These are all big, big things are there. All of them. Is there anybody who knows? That's a question of Valmiki. Vidwan Kaha. No avidya, no ignorance. He is not ignorant about anything or vague about anything. He is full of knowledge, clear knowledge, convinced knowledge, according to the Shastra, authentic knowledge. Vidwan. Okay? This is the number 3 in this shloka. Total 5 plus 6 plus 3, 9th. And what is the 10th one? Kahas samarthacha. The 10th value of our Lord Rama is samarthya. Samartha. Means whatever the virya he has got in the earlier shloka, vidya he has got in this shloka, he is able to rightly use at the right time and occasion. And thereby, any difficult goal is able to achieve, any difficult situation is able to tackle, any difficult problem is able to sort out, solve, any difficult crisis is able to manage it also. That samarthya is there anybody having? Kaha samartha? Dekho Lord Rama's life. He was Vidwan. That's why in Adhyatma Valmiki Ramayana, see, he has given that Brahma Vidya and every Vidya. In that Valmiki Ramayana, to Ayodhya Kanda, please study the 100th Sarga. It has got 72 or 76 shlokas. Its name is Kachit Sarga. In that, by more than 100 questions asked to Bharata, Rama proves or shows or tells how a Raja should live the life, how he should be doing the paripalana of the entire kingdom. Every municipal councillor up to the president of India should study that portion. That should be kept first in the constitution of India. Kachit Sarga. I have studied it. I have spoken on that for more than 40 days. They are available in our YouTube classes. Go to Valmiki Ramayana Talks, search for the Kachit Sarga, the 100th Sarga. Rama Bharata Samvad. When Bharatji goes to fetch Ramji back, when he came from that maternal uncle, father died and all, वो कर दिया सब, भाई को ले आने को जाते ना, उस समय भगवान रामा's प्रश्न. Excellent portion it is. So that shows Rama knows all these Rajaniti Dharma and he gave the Jnanam to all. Therefore he knows all the Moksha Jnanam. So Vidvanta ho gaya. Then Samartha. In Samartha I am talking, Bhagavan was Samartha to love his parents, not only theoretical. To love his brothers, not only theoretical. And Samartha, when his father told to go and stay in the forest, he was capable. He didn't say, मैं तो राजपुत्र हूं, मेरे को क्या? No. For 14 years he was in the jungle. What a Samarthya. Then there to protect the Rishi Muni. So many Rakshasas he had to kill. He did all that. Finally, when Sitaji abducted, he had to go all the way to Lanka to finish Ravanadi, save her, which is the place where Rama was not Samartha. Samartha is capable. Daksha, Samartha, Shakta, Kshamata, all four talk about same thing. Capable, सामर्थ्य होना चाहिए हमको. Like India, economical, scientific सामर्थ्य कम था. Therefore, we were looked down upon by other nations. Somewhere our prime minister, the one who was handpicked for 12 years, you all know that. When in the international leaders meeting में कई बहुत दूर पे ऐसे बैठते थे, वो इसको शेक हैंड देने को नहीं. Now you see, even the enemy countries also salute because सामर्थ्य बढ़ गया हमारा. आर्थिक सामर्थ्य, सैनिक सामर्थ्य, everything सब झुक रहे हैं अभी. See that what a speed action that Chennai INS whatever was there went there, bombed, threatened them, भागे सारे pirates. Somalia, our crews were saved, no, 15 Indians. Bharat Mata ki jai. What a beautiful slogans you saw in the TV yesterday, no? News में सामर्थ्य. 2036 Olympics will conduct. बताओ, Olympics, Asian Games ही कभी होते हमारे. We are ready to conduct all meetings. सामर्थ्य. Big countries ask us for suggestion, guidance. They won't take because they are having their own problems within them. Answer India has got for problem of every place in the world. Indian leaders are of that capacity nowadays. Very rare it is. We have selected as fellows earlier. Never do the galti of selecting wrong leaders and suffer throughout life. जो देशभक्त है, सनातन धर्म को जानते हैं, प्रेम निस्वार्थी निरहंकारी उनको, and one who has vast wisdom, very unique. Our Prime Minister Kavi, everything is so vast wisdom. See that Lakshadweep trip, how beautiful it was. What a purposeful one it was. Samartha, Ram Mandir, Samartha बन गया. 370 article removed. अभी that will come UCC. Within few days you will see that before the June elections. All are required. Only the opposition and other selfish fellows, corrupt fellows, उनको कुछ नुकसान होगा इसलिए they are unnecessarily. The worst thing in India only is every opposition party knows that the government is doing well, yet they oppose it. More worse than them are the stupid prajas, people you and I, who still doubt the ones who is serving us, and we try to give power to the useless fellows who are again and again proved to be useless, worthless, capacityless and corrupt. Mainly the corrupt. Dimag lagao abhi. Don't grow only in scientifically. Not enough. You must grow in how the whole world has to live uplifted. The country has to grow. For that, the need of the Desha Bhakti and integrating everything, knowing what is true, what is real, what is purity. ये सब जानने वालों को लीडर बनाओ. कोई अरे गहरे को because of the money you select him, he doesn't know what is the thing to be done to rule. He'll only quarrel with others, create some ghotala, and again country will go back 40 years. Okay, what I am suggesting is you from now, you are age 16, by the next 20 years, study all our Dharma Shastras, mainly Mahabharatam and Valmiki Ramayana, especially Ayodhya Kandam and Geetha and Upanishad. Master all the knowledge. Our Prime Minister studied all of them. Our President also, she is very much exposed to all that. That is why their integrity, their dignity, their nobility, etc. Each of you studying our Shastra Jnana is the only one which will empower you in knowledge pure, in knowledge correct, in the knowledge non-corrupt. With that only, you will become true leader in really leading the country higher and higher goals. The other fellow, they hate Rama. They hate Krishna. अरे Rama और Krishna are the avatars यार. उनका values देख रहे हो अभी. And you select those stupid fellows, बेवकूफ. And you become such great knowledgeable people and lead the not only a country, the whole world. तो ये तो मेरा तुम्हारे लिए तो ऑर्डर है. मैं तो रहूंगा नहीं जब when you grow 40-50 years तक physically. But these things should really inspire, and you must take up study of Shastra, gaining the knowledge, living the life accordingly. All of them summed up at one place in the form of the Rama Bhagavan's gunas in this Valmiki Ramayana, first chapter, Balakanda. So Vidwan Kaha, Kaha Samartaha. And the last one, Kacha Eka Priyadarshanaha. The one who gives such a beautiful darshana to anyone at any time. There are some people, such a smiling gesture, all the time maintained and touching the hearts of people, whoever are seeing them. By nature, because of the inner purity. There are the other plastic smiles like air hostess. That is unka naukari, they are paid for that. Or any receptionists. Or the cinema wale, political wale. होट के लिए या सिनेमा का रिकॉर्ड्स के लिए, they do smile. Inside all घोटाला घोट. Some may be good also. We are talking about Ekapriyadarshana, because the whole heart is filled with knowledge and love. When he gives darshan to others, everybody will be happy enjoying that. एक प्रिय दर्शन मतलब हमेशा सबको दर्शन जो देते हैं वो उनको प्रीति देती है जो उनका दर्शन कर रहे हैं. Whether it's mother, whether it is mothers or the wife or father or brothers, सबको भगवान का दर्शन इतना अच्छा लगता है. Thank God now Ram Lala is coming back to our Ayodhya. Today is 7th of Jan, just 15 days from today. Next Monday or Tuesday, sorry, we are going to our Ram Mandir. Prana Pratishtita. We will have darshan definitely. Okay, today we have seen 3. Vidwan kaha, samartah kaha, then ekapriya darshana kaha. No frowning face, no anger, no hatred to anyone. When the enemy comes, he thinks I am enemy. I don't think him so. So therefore, I will give Priya Darshan only to them. Some more things are there in this. Tomorrow I'll talk to you. Thank you. Om Charitrena Chako Yuktaha Sarvabhuteshu Kohitaha Vidwan Kakkasamarthascha Kashchaika Priya Darshanaha. This is a Geetha. So this is Ramayana. ध्यानेन आत्मनि पश्यन्ति केचिदात्मानमात्मना अन्ये सांख्येन योगेन कर्मयोगेन चापरे. Gita. Then we have seen our Vedic chanting and also our earlier prarthanas. More than that, today's common sense thought was how deep we take the knowledge, how deep we are when we are living that knowledge decides how deep we are in our success and joy and how deep we are in contributing to the world. Thank you. Om Durjana Sajjano Huyat Sajjana Shantima Prayat Shanto Mucchedavandebhya Muktaschan Yan Vimojit Asatoma Sat Gamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya मृत्योर्मां तङ्गमेवं पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ओम शांति 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 हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो परमर्षिभ्यो परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे नमः तत्सद्ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु बोल श्री कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय गीता माता की जय वेदव्यास भगवान की जय श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय श्री रामायण महाशास्त्र की जय श्री वाल्मीकि भगवान की जय आज के आनंद की जय सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तन गोविंदा गोविंद जानकी जीवन स्मृति जय राम राम अम्बे अम्बे आदिवराक्ति माता की जय समस्त श्रुति स्मृति पुराण इतिहास शास्त्र की जय समस्त श्रोता भक्त साधक सेवा उपासक जिज्ञासु गण की जय समस्त ऋषिमुनि गुरु देवता परम्परा की जय समस्त युवा मंडल की जय आज के आनंद की जय भारत माता की जय सनातन धर्म की जय वैदिक हिंदू संस्कृति की जय आध्यात्मिक जीवन विधान की जय। अरे तुम रामायण महाभारत डोली सुन रहे हो, गीता is from Mahabharata only. Both the itihasas you are listening every day. Now you see the taste of it. And yet you doubt our own Sanatan Dharma and Shastras. God save you or shave you, whatever you deserve. Friend, spread these things to your friends, call more people, let more of them learn all this and make lives beautiful. If each of you like a flower properly blossom, the whole contain the world like a garden of all beautiful flowers will be enchanting, beautiful, giving that joy to all and also to you. Thank you. Be regular.